I never meant to leave that day. But sometimes the truth doesn't whisper. It stares you down until pretending isn't an option anymore. So I walked out. No shouting. No dramatic exit. Just silence, the kind that speaks louder than any words ever could. For the longest time, I convinced myself she was fine. Like I hadn't mattered at all. Like I was just a forgotten chapter in her story. Until one day, everything I believed shattered. It didn't start with some grand reveal. It was subtle, almost invisible at first. Her laugh that no longer reached her eyes. The way her hugs felt shorter, lighter. Like she was already slipping away. She'd zone out mid-sentence, eyes drifting into some place I couldn't follow. But I didn't question it. Life gets busy. People change. That's what I told myself, because the alternative was too painful to face. Then came the night I borrowed her laptop. She was in the shower. I just needed to send a quick email. And then it appeared, one message. Just a few words. I miss you too. He still doesn't know. That was it. But it said everything. I recognized the name. I didn't need to scroll further. I didn't need to interrogate or investigate. That one sentence tore through every illusion I'd been desperately clinging to. She came out of the bathroom smiling, wrapped in a towel, hair damp, eyes soft. That smile. It hit me then. It had been lying to me for God knows how long. I didn't say a word. Didn't accuse. Didn't ask why. I simply got up, put on my coat and walked out. She called my name just once. Not with panic. Not with guilt. Just confusion. Like she truly didn't think I'd ever leave. But I did. I disappeared. Not to punish her. Not to make a point. But because staying would have drowned me. I moved in with a friend in another city. Got a job. Rented a tiny apartment. It wasn't glamorous, but it was mine. It was quiet. It was safe. The pain didn't vanish overnight. But over time the edges dulled. I never answered her calls. Deleted her messages without reading. Because honestly, what could she have said that would have changed anything? 8 months passed. I was leaving a bookstore, arms full, half distracted, when I saw her across the street. She froze like she'd seen a ghost. Maybe she had. She hurried over, breathless, nearly dropping her bag. I didn't move. She stopped a few steps away, her eyes wide and vulnerable. "Can we talk?" she asked, her voice trembling. Every part of me wanted to walk away, to pretend she wasn't real. But there was something in her eyes that stopped me. We ended up at the same little cafe we used to go to every Sunday. Same table. Same soft chairs. She didn't touch her coffee. Her hands wouldn't stop fidgeting. "I've been looking for you," she whispered. I stared back. "Why?" She took a shaky breath. "Because you deserve the truth." I nearly laughed. After all this time? The truth? Now. But still, I stayed. And I listened. "It's not what you think," she began. I raised an eyebrow, but she kept going. "I was scared," she said. "Not of you. Of losing you. Of not being enough." She paused, swallowing hard. "He wasn't someone I loved. He was just there. When I felt invisible. He made me feel needed. But it wasn't real. It was never real. I should have come to you. I should have told you how I felt. But instead, I leaned on him. That was my mistake. I didn't say a word." She wiped her eyes with shaking fingers. "I didn't sleep with him," she whispered. "But I betrayed you emotionally. And I've hated myself every day for that. You were working so hard for us. And instead of appreciating that, I resented you. I let my loneliness grow into distance. I ruined everything. But I never stopped loving you." Then she cried. Not for attention. Not for forgiveness. Just raw, unfiltered pain. The kind that builds when someone has been carrying regret alone for too long. And I didn't know what to do. Part of me still ached from everything she'd done. But another part, the one that had once loved her deeply, felt something else. Grief. Grief for her. For me. For the version of us that never got the chance to heal. She looked up, her eyes puffy and red. "I'm not asking you to forgive me," she said. "I just needed you to know, it wasn't your fault. I broke us. Not you." I stood up. She watched me, barely breathing. I picked up a napkin. Wrote one word. "Goodbye." Left it beside her untouched cup. And walked away. This time, I didn't leave in confusion or pain. I left with peace. Because hearing the truth didn't fix what was broken. It didn't undo the hurt. But it gave me something I'd needed all along: clarity. And if you're reading this now, hear me loud and clear. When someone shatters your trust, you have every right to walk away. And if they come back with honesty, you can choose to listen. But don't confuse closure with reconciliation. Not every apology means you should begin again. Sometimes it just means you're finally free to move forward. With clarity, with peace, with freedom.